What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through a full day of eating on a refeed day. So we're eating a bunch of carbs today. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so meal one, part one is going to consist of 150 grams of egg whites as well as 2 whole eggs. This meal is normally 400 grams of egg whites and 2 whole eggs, but since we are doing a refeed today, protein intake has come down a little bit for a couple of reasons. Number one, the goal today isn't to get a ton of protein in. Protein hasn't come down a ton, it's come down from 225 grams to about 175 grams, but the goal today isn't to get a bunch of protein in. The main goal today is to refill our glycogen through carbohydrates. Second reason is that carbs are actually protein sparing, so since we have a higher amount of carbs in today's diet, we don't need as much protein. The reason I like to split meal one up into 2 parts is because the second part is going to be a cream of rice, so I don't want my cream of rice getting cold while I'm eating my eggs, so I eat my eggs first and then I will make my cream of rice after. So I'm gonna eat this and I will catch you guys for part 2. Okay, meal one, part 2 is going to be our carb source for this meal. So here we have 100 grams of cream of rice. As well, I went ahead and put about half a scoop of protein in there. As well, we also have 50 grams of blueberries and 100 grams of fruit. This is going to be our pre-workout meal as well, so it is going to be a little bit more carb heavy than some of the other meals later in the day. But that's because I want to get, a good amount of carbs in before our workout. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into this, and then I will catch you guys for the intro workout. So why am I doing a refeed today? So over the last 16 weeks, I have been dieting pretty hard, and in total, I have lost about 28.2 pounds as of today. But more recently, in the past 6 days, I've lost about 3.2 pounds over the past 6 days. Last Friday, I was 200 pounds on the dot. As of this morning, I was 196.8. So on average, I've been aiming for about a 2-pound weight loss per week. So this is definitely quite a bit higher than that. So the first reason for having the refeed is going to be to slow down that rate of loss just a little bit. I still want to make sure I am maintaining my 2 pound of weight loss per week goal, but I do want to make sure that I'm not going extensively on the high end of things and losing like 4 pounds in a week, because then we run the risk of potentially losing muscle mass. Second reason for doing this refeed is I have started to see a little bit of a dip in my performance when it comes to my ability to maintain my numbers in the gym. So how do you go about doing a refeed? When it comes to a refeed, the main thing that we are focusing on is carbohydrate intake. When it comes to food choices on a refeed, you want to stick to foods that you have been eating throughout your entire diet that your body processes well and that you are used to. In the past, I was looking at videos a couple of years ago. I used to do things like I would use it as an excuse to incorporate, some healthy ice cream or make some protein pancakes or incorporate different things like this when this really isn't going to be beneficial for weight loss or performance. For example, on my normal training days, I eat cream of rice. So today for meal one, I still had cream of rice. I just increased the amount of it that I had. But it is time to work out, so let's go ahead and head downstairs and get our intra workout ready. Okay, pre and intra workout. So as you can see, there is a plethora of supplements here in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of break down my pre and intra workout. So I removed intra workout carbs probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, because I just opted to eat those carbohydrates from food. As far as my intra workout goes, we're going to do a 25 grams of carbs coming from cluster dextrin. This is Carb HD. We are also going to be doing 5 grams of creatine. I just like to throw my creatine in my intra workout because it's easy. We're also going to be doing 15 grams of EAAs, or essential amino acids. These are very good for hydration, recovery, as well as muscle protein synthesis. And then finally, I will be throwing in a 1/4 teaspoon of potassium and a 1/4 teaspoon of sodium. These are essential electrolytes that we do need, especially while we are working out. We're sweating, we're working hard, so we do want to make sure that we are replenishing those electrolytes. I'm gonna get all this stuff together and then I will catch you guys at the gym.
Hot today. It's like 29 and I wore pants. All right, pretty good workout. Back and hamstrings is usually a long one because I deadlift on back and hamstrings, so that takes a good chunk of time as well. Plus the fact that I'm doing 20 minutes of cardio at the end of my workout, so adding that 20 minutes on to the end of the workout does make it a little long. That workout was about 2.5 hours, so that's a good chunk of time. So I'm pretty hungry now, so we're gonna head home and get ourselves a post-workout meal.
So meal number 2 and our post-workout meal is going to consist of a smoothie, which was 100 grams of frozen banana, as well as 30 grams of whey isolate, and then I just threw some ice and water in there. And then as well, we will have 100 grams of puffed wheat cereal. This is my normal post-workout meal. Obviously, I have just increased the amount of puffed wheat that I am having today. Usually during my off-season, this meal would consist of Rice Krispie cereal instead of puffed wheat, but as I get into a diet, as I get hungrier, puffed wheat has a lot more volume than Rice Krispies does, so I usually will swap over to this. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then I will catch you guys at meal number 3. Okay, meal number 3 is going to consist of 500 grams of yellow potato, 150 grams of extra lean ground turkey, a little bit of vegetables in there for some micronutrients, and then 15 mils of extra virgin olive oil just drizzled over the top. Across the day, not a ton of my meals have changed too much. Potato on a normal day is 250, so we just doubled it. Same thing with cream of rice in the morning. It's normally 60 grams. I had 100, and then same thing with my post-workout meal. Normally I have 60 grams of puffed wheat, just went up to 100 today. So not too huge of changes, but it still hopefully is going to make a difference across the day. But nevertheless, I'm going to dive into this and I will catch you guys at meal number 4. Alright, so our 4th and final meal consists of 250 grams of 0% plain Greek yogurt. I've gone ahead and thrown in half a scoop of protein into that. As well, we have 75 grams of blueberries and 20 grams of 85% dark chocolate, just to get a little bit of fats in there. And then here we have 5 caramel rice cakes. They are unfortunately just dry rice cakes because I don't have the fats today to be able to put peanut butter on them. But you know what? It is what it is. I normally don't have rice cakes. It's normally just yogurt for this meal, which is very sad. So I'm a little bit excited that I'm even gonna get dry rice cakes as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and chow down on this and then go ahead and get some sleep, and I will catch you guys in the morning. Alright guys, well that is going to conclude this full day of eating on a refeed. Refeed ended up working pretty good. Ended up waking up about 0.6 of a pound heavier the day after a refeed. That is to be expected because we had quite a bit of carbs that day. We were going to fill up our glycogen. We just had more food volume in the stomach, so we are going to go up generally a little bit in weight the first day after a refeed. But the second day after the refeed ended up being 0.4 of a pound lighter than the actual day of the refeed. So day of the refeed, I was 196.8. Next morning went up to 197.4. 2 days after the refeed went down to 196.4. So I ended up reaching a new low weight there. So the refeed ended up doing its thing. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new around here to catch all of the content just like this. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.